The road to Grand Prix certainly isn't easy, and it takes a lot of dedication and hard work for sure, but there's plenty of people in the world that do lots of dedicated hard work, and I guess I'm just a lucky guy that happened to have a really nice horse that did well on the weekend, and to win at a CDN for me was a real highlight. It doesn't happen by luck. I guess you have to work really hard, and not only do you have to work hard at your riding, but you've also got to work hard at making certain your horses fit, healthy, well trained, good in the mind and good in the limbs, and getting all that together with a 16-year-old horse isn't so easy. So this guy here has had a couple of years off because I can be honest, and he injured a stifle, and I had a couple of operations and through Agnes Banks and lots of hard work and time off and lots of patient work getting him back into work again as quietly and as quickly as we could. He got back on the road. He had already competed a couple of Grand Prix tests before he was hurt, and Sonny, you don't need to move around. And so he knew all the basic stuff about doing all the work. So that wasn't hard. What was hard was to get his mind back into Grand Prix mode and to also get him to be sound and fit. And I've got to say that the only additive that I've ever used, because I've used lots and lots of additives, was Rosehip Vital. And as you know, that he's not the only one that's on it. I'm probably older than him, really. I certainly feel a lot older than him, and so I use it as well, and it's a sensational product. And between the two of us, we're certainly a very good ad for Rosehip Vital, because it's the only vitamin supplement that I take. And also with him, he's on nothing else at all. So he's been a very special horse, and to win at Bradgate Park, it was a fantastic competition and show. And yeah, I keep on thinking of myself as being lucky, but I guess it doesn't happen just by luck. But he worked fantastic. He's very sound. He did 3 days competition, and for a 16-year-old horse, he was good on the third day as he was on the first. And I really do attribute a lot of that to Rosehip Vital. But none of these things work by themselves. It's a whole interesting journey that you've got to fit it all together like a jigsaw puzzle, and you've just got to be persistent and consistent about the stuff that you do. And Sonny's certainly an interesting character. He's got plenty of personality, and he's extremely playful and sometimes quite wicked, but we get by. So he's really on the road again now, and I'm really excited to do a whole lot more Grand Prix with him now. And with Rosehip Vital on our side as well, it's going to be even more exciting, because I know that he'll be great. There's lots of other people in the competition. You know, it's all well to have the ribbon and to come home and think about it was great, but now the time's over and the moment's gone, and I was very excited when I heard my score, because it was a personal best for this horse and for myself, who's only done 3 Grand Prix tests. And now that you're home, you think of all those other people that were in the competition. They work just as hard, and they're probably at home lamenting how can they get better. I guess you just got to train harder. You've got to make certain you've got a really happy horse, and I think that's maybe sounds a little bit corny, having a happy horse, but I think it's probably the most important thing, because if they don't want to do it, you can't make them. And I'm really lucky to have a horse like this guy that he really does want to do it, sometimes a bit too much. But now that he's got a little bit more of the hang of it, he's getting much better at his competition, and he's more settled in his mind, I can start to ride a bit harder in the test, and I look forward to doing that. But it'll all be kept in perspective, and we won't do anything too big. So to all you guys out there looking at riding to Grand Prix, it's something else again. Someone said, is it exciting riding Grand Prix? And I said, well, I don't know. I didn't think it was exciting. You know, screaming down a wave in a flying 15 is exciting, and water skiing and barefooting is exciting, and lots of other things are exciting. I don't think of riding Grand Prix as exciting, but I've got to say now that I think it actually is exciting. It was a very, very exciting time. And thanks to everybody along the way. People have helped me coaching wise, the property here at Chatham Park, everyone looks after my horses when I'm away coaching, and especially to Justin and Rosehip Vital. We wouldn't be here without it, me nor the horse. So thanks, and good luck to everybody out there having a go at Grand Prix. You can do it, and the other good thing is you're never too old to have a go.